Oh.
Kim has to bring it this round or he's going to lose, so he has to go off.
All right, to the body. Oh, what a shot by Nico Hernandez, followed by a right uppercut. Ooh, look at that combination, and Kim says, bring it. Nico says, no problem.
Oh, he said, he like a dog fight.
Final moments, final minute. Now it's a right hand that clobbered Jae-Young Kim. That was a clean shot. What impresses me about Nico Hernandez, not only the speed, not only the movement, but the accuracy and the fact that he lands clean shots and his opponents don't even see the punches coming. This has been terrific.
He's explosive. He's fast, and you can't. It's hard to time him because you don't know what punches he's going to throw. You don't know what angle he's going to step into to counter you. And his punches are very short and sharp.
Final moments of what has been a complete one-sided clinic for Nico Hernandez as he ends it with a 4-punch combination as he looked mightily impressive here tonight in his co-main event against Jae-Young Kim.
All I got to say is 8-0.
So already, what took you, partner, 5 seconds to give you, your verdict of that 8th round?
Yes, sir.
Eight to nothing.
No, it's 8-0. There's no way it's 7-1. He won every round.
I agree. I'm just saying at the very worst, and this is just saying, but Nico Hernandez, the commission now will go ahead and Mike Yancey looking over the scorecards, and now we will turn it over to our ring announcer, Mike Yancey, with the decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have your decision. Your winner by unanimous decision, Nico Hernandez!
So Nico Hernandez wins by unanimous decision.
If it was anything other than that, I probably would have walked up and left.
Oh, boy. Well, thankfully, that's not going to be the case. As Nico Hernandez, unanimous decision victory. He elevates his record to 9 wins against no defeats, as he is now standing by with Sinisa Estrada. Sinisa.
Thank you, Rick. Nico, what did you think about your performance tonight?
I thought it was a great performance. I had a lot of rounds to go, 8, so my pops just wanted me to box, but I felt like I was winning enough to go ahead and make it a dogfight for a little bit.
So the flyweight division has been gaining a lot of exposure recently. What are your goals in this division?
I want to be a world champion by the end of 2023. There's a lot of big names out there. You got Joshua Franco, I'm sure he was a level 3 match. You got his brother Bam Rodriguez, very talented fighter. Chuck Lafito, he's had a fight also. And that's always been my highlight. He's the one that put the flyweights on that pedestal. So, pretty much anybody to get me up there to that world championship, I'm ready for.
How was your experience fighting him in South Korea?
It was a great experience. I love Korea. I want to thank all the fans, everybody that came out. Thank you.
Any message you would like to send to your friends?
through Jeet Kune Do and Tai Chi, master of Korean martial arts, including Ryakuro Sistema, founder of WCS Martial Arts, an artist who modernizes traditional martial arts, proudly representing South Korea. Please welcome martial artist DK!
Jinky, his family, his mother as well. The Pacquiao family very well represented, Sinisa.
Yeah, they were well represented during fight week as well. At his during his training sessions, they're just always around and always just there to support him and full of joy and energy. The whole team's just amazing.
Very loyal and supportive camp. You love to see it.
Well, Manny with his customary prayer before his prize fight. Manny will be donating the proceeds of his purse to charitable causes in the Ukraine and also in his native home country of the Philippines as well.
Yeah, that's amazing. That's something that Manny's been doing throughout his career, and that's what it's all about, giving back, and that's why Manny is the people's champ.
For a fact.
Well, Manny Pacquiao, at least from a workout standpoint, we saw him this week, seems to have just as much speed. There is DKU, who has never fought anyone on this level, never gotten really into professional boxing, but believes that his unorthodox style.
And Tai Chi, master of the Korean martial arts world, founder of the WCS martial arts, an artist who modernized traditional martial arts, and representative of South Korea. Once again, martial artist, DKU! And the legend of boxing, world's first and only 8th division title holder, national hero from the Philippines, world-recognized legendary boxing icon, 62, 3-8, 29 KOs, the legendary Manny Pacquiao.
His wife Chinky there, very much observant, as she always is, supporting her 8th Division world champion husband and also the senator from Sarangani province in the Philippines. Even though this is a unique matchup, the boxing world, combat sports, has missed the great Manny Pacquiao.
It's always exciting to watch Manny fight, and I mean, even after even knowing that he's going to go into an exhibition, I was still excited to see it and so excited to watch. I mean, it's Manny Pacquiao, and I'm just honored to be here calling his fight. Never would I have thought.
Look at him smiling when he's just a ferocious assassin once he gets in the ring. He's just the nicest killer you'll ever meet. Like, I'm telling you, that's the appeal of Manny Pacquiao.
And it makes it even more scary.
Very much so.
What I'm curious about is Manny has never fought at this weight. I think the most he weighed in at was like 152. He tipped the scales yesterday here in South Korea at 160, DKU at 173, so a 13-pound weight difference. There is Miss Pearl from Fight K Promotions, also David Tetro from Triller Fight Club. Here we go. 6 2-minute rounds.
Let's get it on, like Mills Lane would say.
In the words of the Hall of Famer, may he rest in peace, Mills Lane, let's get it on. It's Pacquiao. It's you. We are in Seoul, South Korea. Did you ever think you would see Manny Pacquiao in a matchup like this?
Not at all, but I love to see it. I love partaking in this whole event. He was my hero growing up, childhood favorite fighter, and now commentating for him, that's pretty surreal.
What was interesting is that Manny went and tried to touch gloves, and he's smiling as he always does. Will that smile turn into focus? They touch gloves, and we are officially underway. Manny Pacquiao wearing the Philippine colors. DKU wearing the red with white trim.
Manny's jab is still razor sharp. His first jab is quick.
Both men are southpaws.
At the press conference and when asked during fight week what DK's game plan was, he said to focus on his movement. That's one thing he kept saying, and by that he means focus on keeping the right stance, focus on using his height and his reach to keep Manny off and to keep his distance from Manny.
Over the course of his illustrious career, Manny Pacquiao beat the likes of Marco Antonio Barrera, Eric Morales, Oscar De La Hoya, Miguel Cotto, also Ricky Hatton.
Truly a murderer's row.
Defeated Juan Manuel Marquez, had memorable confrontations against Morales and Marquez. The biggest blockbuster fight of all time against Floyd Money Mayweather. Defeated Keith Thurman even when he was, in his 40s. I mean, just what he has done has been truly remarkable. 8th Division World Champion Manny goes right after DKU. DK with a straight left. Manny smiles at him.
And with a tall fighter like this who isn't an actual boxer, even though he's a lot taller, Manny knows that as he explodes in, DK is going to bring his front foot back, and it's gonna make him stand up, and that's going to be where he's going to be vulnerable for all of Manny's punches.
Yeah, Manny's boxing knowledge is just way superior. In height, weight, it doesn't matter. He just knows the game inside and out, and he has a tremendous advantage regardless of the size advantage from DK.
Manny attacks the body of DKU, and that'll conclude the first round. Manny was almost chasing after DKU. He had the high knees trying to say, hey, let's engage in this.
Yeah, he's a warrior. Even after retirement, he's a fighter at heart, and he's always going to be a fighter.
Right here we see Manny exploding in here. DK is in that right here where Manny gets closer to him. DK brings his front foot back, which makes him stand straight up like this, so Manny's able to get closer on those body shots and the headshot there were even. But so as he gets closer, he'll land those shots that he wants to land.
Right now, I think they're just feeling each other out, and as the fight prolongs, I think they're gonna turn up a little bit more.
You see, everyone's got their cameras out. They are snapping photos. It's like all of South Korea is here, like paparazzi taking in Manny Pacquiao, DKU. Round number 2. This one is scheduled for 6. We'll see if Manny decides to unload a straight left. And DKU, he threw a couple of jabs, and he said that he thinks that his unique martial arts style could give Manny Pacquiao difficulty. So far in the first round, that was not to be the case.
No difficulties. I think it's just going to make, of course, Manny's a little cautious because he doesn't want to get caught with a solid shot, and it's a little difficult to get inside against a fighter that's so much taller.
I love that jab to the body by Manny.
One thing about Manny Pacquiao, even though he's been gone only since August of last year, his popularity is the same, if not has increased, as he is absolutely beloved by the fans, especially here in Seoul, South Korea.
The good guy of boxing.
He's really loved around the world. It's amazing.
Manny Pacquiao will turn 44 on December 17th. There was a straight left. That missed. Good movement by DKU.
Good punch by Manny.
Manny landed that left, and he attacks the body of DKU under a minute to go in our second frame. Manny is sort of planting his feet more. Typically, he's sort of moving more side to side, trying to get on the inside and on court. But I really wonder here at 160, how he's feeling. He probably understood that he's got to come in heavier because of the fact that DKU was going to weigh in a higher weight.
No, he's not the same age he was before, so you never know.
Yeah, and I think Manny can really, he knows he can explode in with speed whenever he wants, but it's an exhibition fight, and I don't think Manny wants to, hurt DK too badly too early in the fight, so I think he's kind of just taking his time with it because he knows eventually he's going to get close to DK no matter what.
Yeah, he's not looking to unload that signature shot, or one of those big bombs that put Keith Thurman on the canvas back in July of 2019 in their welterweight championship matchup.
Watching that fight live, it was remarkable. Manny's just a different animal. He's a beast.
Take a look at some of the action here from...
Right here we see Manny just missing that overhand left. Manny trying to float inside there.
He still looks like he could be a pro fighter. Get back in the ring.
Absolutely. Well, what was interesting, I mean, not interesting, but just mind-blowing, is that even late 30s, early 40s, he's capturing the welterweight championship of the world. I mean, he handed Thurman his only loss of his professional career. It was a close fight, don't get me wrong, but again, Pacquiao fought everyone and still was willing to take on anybody and everybody. He's a throwback fighter, and that's why people just have this passion and this admiration, this affinity for Manny Pacquiao as we enter into the third round.
He's a well-respected fighter.
Legendary, iconic, and will no doubt have his place in the International Boxing Hall of Fame.
100%.
But for DKU, what a learning experience this is for him to be able to have the biggest moment of his career. There's a left there by Yu. He threw something. That was probably the strongest punch that he threw. A glancing shot for Yu. We'll see if Manny decides to tag him and he grips the body.
Good straight left by Manny.
Manny engages in a bow. Boy, you don't see that every day.
Still blinding fast.
DK's so nice. He's so polite. I love it. He's been like all fight week. He was just so kind to everyone.
No doubt about it. Typically, Manny's the nice one inside the ring. I think DK may have him beat.
Right? Who's nicer?
Under a minute left here in the third, but let's not forget, it is still prize fighting. And they both are trying to inflict some damage upon one another. Ray Flores, Amir Tyson, the champ. Sinisa Superbad Estrada here in Seoul, South Korea, the main event of Triller Fight Club. Happy holidays to all of you and your families. The return of the great Manny Pacquiao against DKU. Couple of lefts hammering away upon DKU, and Yu wisely says, no, let me tie you up and sort of extend the time.
I love when Manny goes to the body and just goes blinding fast to the head. Like it's crazy.
Good right hook up top by Manny.
Let's go,
the
Manny.
right hook. Manny picking up the intensity, and DKU looked over at the big screen to see how much time he has left in this, our third round. Well, Manny has picked up the pace, as you pointed out, Sinisa. Couple of lefts there. Glancing shots, but round 3 is drawn to a close.
I got excited. I thought I was a fan again. I was like, oh, my bad.
Same here, trying to keep our composure.
Yeah.
We're broadcasting right now.
Right.
DK looks looking over. I'm looking over at him in the corner, and he looks he's very tired. And of course, you can train. Here we have the replay. Here, Manny getting caught with the left hook by DK there coming in, but Manny returns it by digging to the body and pushing DK back into the rope.
Bang. There's that right.
Wow.
So it's that right hook that dropped Thurman and many others.
That's the infamous hook.
I love watching Manny Pacquiao fight. I'm a fan of his. I'm not going to lie.
And look, the reason why I'm bringing up the Thurman fight is that's when Pacquiao last won his final professional victory, in which he captured the welterweight championship of the world. So that is why I'm referring back to that, and he did it into his 40s. I'm not trying to pick on Keith Thurman whatsoever. They're actually single out one particular fight. Round 4 scheduled for 6. Manny Pacquiao, DKU. I think it's clear that if Manny wants to turn up the intensity, it's awfully hard for DKU to try to match that.
Oh, yes, and DK won't be able to keep Manny off of him. I mean, it's all in the feet, and as the rounds go on, DK's getting more and more winded, and that means his legs are going with him. And his legs are going to be the first to go.
There's that right hook upstairs by Manny Pacquiao, and you really wonder if Manny is trying to go and really sort of end it in grand fashion. Manny looking to swarm one, DKU.
DKU looks visibly tired. He's breathing heavy.
Well, when you get hit to the body by Manny Pacquiao, it'll take some wind out of your sails.
Yeah, and as I was going to say before the replay, you can train for any other sport. You could train for martial arts as well and think that you're in great condition, but when you step into a boxing ring and you have to go by the boxing rules.
Oh, there's a right hook for DKU. That was probably his best punch of the fight.
Going by boxing rules and boxing technique and having to stick to that, it's exhausting.
Look at that. Manny Pacquiao coming into your living rooms there. Our cameraman was sort of taken aback.
anyone will get fatigued fighting Manny Pacquiao, man. My dad always told me, he said it's different between boxing shape and being in shape. They're two totally different things.
Yes.
Manny and DKU goes down, and they're ruling it a slip. So says our referee in charge as we near the conclusion of our 4th round. I think DK is sort of trying to prolongate some time. And down goes DKU. And this one is... Did he get up? I'm trying to see.
He called it off, and then DK wanted to keep going, so he let him up.
Okay, so I thought the referee was going to wave it off.
He did.
But instead, DK got up and said, I can fight, and they decided to extend the fight. DK's nose is busted up, and Manny Pacquiao continues to hammer away upon DKU.
Right here we see Manny exploding in and digging him to the body, and DK just can't take those Pacquiao body punches.
The ferocity of a lion.
I don't think the question is when. I think it's if Manny Pacquiao wants to go ahead and finish off DKU. Well, credit to DKU for being a tough customer, but there are certainly levels to this, and even Manny Pacquiao at 43 years of age, he looks sharp here tonight in Seoul, South Korea.
Manny's ready to go. You see him right in the center of the ring and everything.
Yeah, DKU is breathing heavy, and I think it is only a matter of time. Will Manny elect to show some restraint, or will he go after DKU? Yu was moments away from being stopped, but elects to come out, and he gets hammered with that left.
Ali shuffle.
And now he's got a little bit of an Ali shuffle. Okay, this is the most lively we've seen DKU. We'll see if that martial arts, and the fans certainly making some noise.
Manny has him in circles. That is hilarious.
Well, DK's got to do something, and he's getting hammered with that left. There's a right hook followed by a straight left. It's moments away from possibly being stopped. Manny Pacquiao hammered away upon DKU, and he warns Manny Pacquiao about hitting behind the head. Okay, so that'll extend round number 5. And I think DK said he doesn't want to continue.
Way out the fight.
He wanted to quit the round before.
Fight, man.
Yu is saying he hit him behind the head, but that was not intentional.
I think he's just buying time. He was hurt by the punches, not really.
He was hurt by the other punches.
Okay, so I think DKU was trying to prolong some time.
Yeah, definitely.
And now Manny Pacquiao going right after DKU. DKU could barely remain upright. Manny's going. I think Manny wants to finish this off.
He wants the ref out of the way.
There's a right followed by a left from Manny Pacquiao. And now they are wrestling here. I think DK is just trying to kill the clock here. He's in pure survival mode and has been since the 4th round when he was knocked down at the end of the 4th, stayed down, and just wants to go the distance.
Speaking of the clock, what? Oh, there it is. That felt like a 5-minute round.
Let's just say we don't have the best timekeeper here in Seoul.
Oh, let's bring back memories, man. Watching his fights growing up. It's crazy.
Here's some of the action from the 5th.
He did the Ali shuffle. What is he?
DK trying very hard to stay in the fight, but Manny is too much.
This is why he's a globally renowned figure.
Well, I think the question is, will DKU survive the next 2 minutes and not get stopped by the great Manny Pacquiao. Boo Boy Fernandez talking with Manny Pacquiao. I think Team Pacquiao is looking for the finish. So this next 120 seconds may seem like an eternity for DKU.
DKU's trying to be nice to Manny. Well, Manny won't knock him out.
He hugged Manny Pacquiao and he killed 4 seconds. I think DKU is trying to find a way to survive. Will Manny Pacquiao allow him to do so? Now they are wrestling, jostling for position. He's going for a single leg takedown to no avail. DKU
doing anything not to get knocked out.
He is exhausted. He's getting pounded on by Manny Pacquiao. Will he be able to go the distance with the 8th division world champion Manny Pacquiao?
I know Manny wants to make him quit. He wants to get the stoppage.
Now he's back to DK against the corner, couple of lefts. Manny driving DK.
Oh my God!
DKU on a shot from Manny Pacquiao. Can DKU survive these final 49 seconds? And now why is time being called? Time has been called, and now we continue. Will Manny Pacquiao be able to get the finish? In my estimation, the fight should have been waved off a round ago. Now DK trying to give one last push. Oh, big right hook upstairs by Manny Pacquiao. Manny Pacquiao showing his technical superiority and glimpses at times of his career. Down goes DKU again.
A monster, I love it.
And he rolled it a slip. Are you kidding me? Well, in the words of Gloria Gaynor, DK used the mindset of I will survive, and he does so.
Manny won every single round.
Well, Manny Pacquiao hammered away upon DKU whenever he wanted. He was knocking him down and literally beat him from pillar to post. He was never in any peril. And Manny Pacquiao came back and demonstrated why he has been an 8th division world champion, why he has a resume full of the who's who in the history of boxing.
Ray, I truly love to see it. I truly love to see it. It was just complete ferocity, complete Pacquiao-esque.
I think the question coming into this overall from a global standpoint is, was Manny Pacquiao going to take it easy upon DKU? The first round and change, yes. And then Manny's like, you know what? I'm still Manny Pacquiao. I'm still a dangerous, fierce welterweight that's now fighting here at 160. And he went out there and he demonstrated. Look at that right, bang. And DKU had no answer whatsoever.
Yeah, man. It's just like, you know, they didn't forget it. Manny wanted to make sure no one said they forgot about him, his ferocity. They weren't going to say you must have forgot, because Manny's just a beast. He's always going to be able to fight. He's just a man, you know? And that's why he's respected worldwide. In spite of all the theatrics from DKU, Manny Pacquiao went out. He took it. You know, he came in shape, and he went out there to try to finish him. And credit to Manny Pacquiao for pushing the pace and taking it to DKU. And just look at some of this. Legendary ferocity, man. You love to see it.
Any other referee would have stopped the fight, but you know what? They showed some mercy upon DKU, and Manny Pacquiao still. I think Manny's a little like, okay, I really wanted that stoppage. You could tell it was in his DNA to go out and get the finish. Once a finisher,
always
as
a
you
finisher,
know,
brother.
Always a finisher.
It's in their blood. They can't help it.
Well, I think the answer of do we want to see Manny Pacquiao in another unique matchup like this, at least from my standpoint, Amir, is a resounding yes.
100%. After seeing this, I don't think Mayweather would accept it because I can't see him beating Pacquiao.
Well, I'm just going to say that I want to see Manny Pacquiao back. Would I want to see Floyd Mayweather, Manny Pacquiao in an exhibition? I think the world would love to see it. We now send it up to our ring announcer.
Scorecards are in. Your winner by unanimous decision, Manny
So, Manny Pacquiao victorious by unanimous decision, but if you notice the embrace with him and DKU, Manny was like, okay, you know, I know that I was somewhat robbed of a stoppage against you, and Manny still being very pleasant, smiling, but make no mistake about it, DKU after that second round was in pure survival mode.
Yeah, after the second round, I knew Manny was going to prevail. You know, he came out victorious and he got the big W.
And I think it is when you climb inside that ring, whether it's a unique matchup or not, Manny Pacquiao is going to try to inflict some damage upon you, even though he's one of the nicest human beings walking planet Earth.
Yeah, you could be nice outside the ring, but he flips the switch and brings the savage out, you know, and everyone, the whole world loves to see it.
Oh, and happy early birthday to Manny Pacquiao. He will turn 44 years young next week. As his wife Jinky, his mother is here, his family has been here in Seoul, South Korea all week long. And the middle of all this ring with so many people here in Seoul, South Korea is our very own Seniesa Estrada. Seniesa. That's a great sight to see. Manny Pacquiao inside a boxing ring competing, even though it wasn't a unique and special matchup. DKU, he came to fight, and then guess what? The bell rang, and midway through that first round, he ate some shots from Manny Pacquiao, and it was like, oh boy, I bit off a bit more than what I could chew.
Yeah, man, Manny looked like a world-class fighter tonight. Like, honestly, I think he could be a pro fighter if he wanted to, and he had to put his mind to it.
And you know what I love about it, Namir, is that Manny didn't try to drag, you know, DKU around. He didn't try to sort of, you know, bring him, and he's standing by with Seniesa Estrada.
Nice to be back in the ring tonight.
Nice to be back in the ring, especially this charity exhibition match. And I'm going to continue my training to back in shape.
Did DK's movement surprise you in any way?
No.
What you expected?
I can move also like that.
Can we see another Manny Pacquiao fight in 2023?
You'll see.
I know you mentioned at the press conference that Mayweather would be afraid to accept another fight with you. Do you think he'll accept an exhibition match with you?
I don't know. I don't have an idea because he always changes his decision.
Congratulations, Manny. Thank you so much. It's an honor.
Please.
So Manny Pacquiao victorious over DKU, and it's interesting that Seniesa Estrada asked him about a potential, what he's going to do in 2023, and he said he wants to get back to training, he wants to go ahead and get back into more shape, and about a rematch with Floyd Money Mayweather, even in these exhibition standpoint, he said, I don't know if Floyd changes his mind. I think that would have the world talking, but if there was a thought, Seniesa can come on in here and put on her headset as we go ahead and conclude the night. I think if there was a thought of, will Manny Pacquiao take it easy on his opponent, maybe for a round or two just to sort of figure him out. What we saw tonight, Amir, was a feeling out process, but still, Manny Pacquiao, when the punches start flowing, whether it's a unique matchup or not, he's still going to try to finish you.
Yeah, Manny has that animal spirit. He's a lion at heart. You know, you can't restrain that. You know, he's the nicest guy outside the ring, but when he's in the ring, it's go time, and he showed that today. He showcased it today.
Seniesa, what did you take away from Manny Pacquiao's performance? To me, I just think it went to show and demonstrate that, look, when the bell rings, Manny Pacquiao still going to try to finish you. And even Manny Pacquiao, not at his physical apex per se, as he's now entering year number 44 of his life, he's still a very dangerous and a very lethal finisher.
Yeah, he definitely wanted to go in there, and he wanted to get the stoppage. And we saw a few times where it should have been stopped, but DK wanted to keep going, so they allowed him to keep going. But Manny is definitely, he's a fighter. I mean, you go in there, no matter, even if it's called an exhibition or, you know, they're friendly leading up to the fight, when you get in there, that's all out the window, and Manny knows that.
What I love about Manny Pacquiao tonight in this matchup against DKU, came out and was in shape and tried to give his best, is that Manny Pacquiao didn't carry him. He didn't drag him along. He wasn't trying to sort of really seriously hurt him, but at the end of the day, it's prize fighting. You sign on the dotted line, and the name of the game is to go out there and throw punches to try to hurt your opponent, and Manny did try to do that to a degree here tonight.
Yeah, he did try to do that, and going in there with a martial artist who's having their very first boxing match, there's no way Manny wants to go in there and lose to someone who's having their first, basically making their pro debut in boxing. Wasn't going to happen for Manny.
Amir, I think it's great for boxing that, and just in general for the world of entertainment, that Manny Pacquiao said, yes, I do want to come back in 2023. I think Manny Pacquiao is like, I could do 3 or 4 of these a year to keep myself in shape. You know why? Because once you're born a prize fighter and an entertainer, it's always in your blood.
100%. Like I said before when we were on set, I really think if Manny put his mind to it, he could be a pro fighter again. And that wouldn't surprise me. You just saw how he cleaned up shop today. That was fantastic to see.
And can you imagine a potential blockbuster rematch between Floyd and Manny? I'm Ray Flores from Seoul, South Korea. Happy holidays to all of you and your families. Thank you so much for watching. The return of Manny Pacquiao was a successful one.